What is this pacifistic son of a bitch?
Well, hello there. Welcome to, well, this should be once again a mashup between random Jules and, just put that there, random Jules and mending Jules and natural Jules, because today all of these I've got from the area behind me, from there to there. About 20 meters in that direction and 50 meters supposedly on that direction. Forest is always best when you leave it alone. This place here, which have been drastically changed by human action, there's a huge ditch there. This is a peat soil, so it should be a sort of marshland, and we have damaged it via ditching it. This old ditch which I'm slowly filling up with branch material and cut down wood and whatnot. So it's slowly filling up with moss and peat once again. And then the groundwater balance is restored to this area. And this kind of area you might wanna actually lose the birch trees, because birds evaporate quite a lot of water through their leaves in the summertime. So just peel the skin off, then it's slowly dying. This is actually, I have to come back here through the springtime and peel it more. Then it's slowly dying, and it leaves the room for the spruce there and pines here. And the groundwater is kept in the peat soil. And furthermore, you might want to take these actually out, as I have taken them, the pile that you have just sawn. But if you look there through this trunk and into the branches here, you can see beard moss and all kinds of lichens here, because all of those beard moss and lichens and all these bark things which have loosed here, they are all just perfect place for tiny birds as it's hide their prey, small insects there, and furthermore the moss and lichen are living things as well. So to peel it off, it slowly starts to die here. Standing alone, it becomes a perfect ground for mushrooms and beetles and other insects to come feasting, nesting and living in it. So it becomes a beacon of biodiversity in your woods. And then, as you see in here, if you do this sort of like a continuous growth forestry, if you wanna just get a little money out of your forest and take a little bit of larger wood here and there out as well, you start to see the progress. Perhaps if you live long enough, that the spruces are taking hold, because spruce doesn't demand that much light as the pine does. So the spruces start to spread there on the forest floor, and you might want to take tiny openings here and there, primary species, to start to grow there. And you create sort of open areas which sun can come to the forest floor. And if you want to even further help the biodiversity and boreal forest nature, you might want to take some spruces out and wait for it to get in their full length and start to die a little bit on their own, and check if there is a huge old shield bark covered pines here and there, and then just set it alight. The spruce doesn't withstand forest fire as well as the pine does, especially the old pines which have got the shield bark which is very thick. So set it alight, you create ash which is fertilizer for the forest floor, and then you create carbon. Huge massive trees, they don't burn effectively, they create carbon, and the tree matter is locked inside sort of a carbon shell. It remains there on the forest floor for ages. And once again, there are many different species which are dependent upon a massive burned out trees here in the boreal forests all around the globe. And here in Finland especially this becomes a problem because we have got a very effective forest road network which we use to export forestry goods. That network is very handy, of course, when you want to put down the forest fires here in Finland, and we are so effective in it that most of the species that depend upon the coal which is created from the forest fires are now endangered. So that is important bit of forestry, because forests don't necessarily need taking care of, but now that we have endangered so many different types of forests, so many different animals that live in the different age types and different types of forests, we have to make sure that they have got now, when we are slowly starting to let the nature take hold of our forest, we have to make sure that they have got a sufficient amount of area which they can multiply and replenish and secure their survival in our forests. But anyway, as I said, always take less. Leave more than you take. Because less truly is more here, where it actually matters. But things have to born, things have to feed, things have to live insecure and multiply, and of course, eventually die. Until next time.